Hello guys, and welcome to my channel. And today, instead of giving you a tutorial, I'm just going to release this visual package and walk you through the process of using this visual package. So the visual package over here is available on my patrons for $20, and with $20 you get access to the project file as well as all the clips, 3D graphics and 2D graphics made in After Effects and Blenders and converted in DXP3 so that it's ready to be VJing. Okay, and just a little bit about the visual set before we go. This visual set is actually inspired by optical arts in the 70s and 80s, and is going to be very trippy. Okay, so without further ado, let me walk you through the assets as well as how to use it. Okay, now when you get the access to the files, you can see that you have the project files, and when you open it up in Resolume, it should show you the layers like this. So basically, I have a layer of backgrounds, and they are just stripe patterns, but with different settings as well as effects. So each of the effects over here is going to be available on the clips. If you click on it, you'll be able to see different visual, and all of this is synced to the BPM, as well as it's made natively in Resolume, so it's working in real time, and you can change this very quickly. Okay. So I'm just going to walk you through all of this. For the tunnel over here, you have the possibility of increasing the number of X of the stripe of the checker patterns, and as a result you have this kind of trippier patterns. Okay, and then also on the wavy over here, you enable and disable any of this patterns of this FX. You'll be able to see different visual. The shot here is one of my favorite. It has just very simple checker patterns with number X change over times, and then if you increase this, you have very number Y, you have very trippy patterns. And then I just apply and iterate effects on top of it. The cube checker over here is the same patterns with cube ties. Okay. Strobe checker over here is a patterns that is similar or inspired by Ryoji Keda patterns. You know that Japanese artist who did installation with this kind of binary patterns, just black and white. And then you have special checker tunnel. And if I double click on the columns over here, you're going to see that it's create this kind of trippy tunnel, move back and forth. Okay, and then another version of a checker tunnel, but different patterns and movement. And then you have the square strobe over here, which is basically give you a strobe, but it's going to scale down. So it's can be handy if you want to, if the music is about to get intense. So it's about a build up of the music, and then you can use this one for the build up, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and the speed of the square scaling can be increased and decreased as you wish. If you do like this, it's going to give you a very flash and strobe kind of effects, strobing effects. Okay, and you have on top of this also like a cube animations. Just remember that when you use a square strobe over here, you're going to disable everything. So the cube over here, you can overlay it or use it as a top ornaments of the same patterns. Okay. And then, so on the background over here, you can use it for the intro of the set when the music is not that intense and it's just getting a little bit more funkier. Okay. And then you have the white strobe over here for intense situations, and you can do nice thing about this, you can mix it with jitterbugs and then decrease the value of the videos to 50%, and then you have once in a while the white strobe is going to come in. So this is my trick to do visual when it's the music is intense. And then you have the alpha stroke over here, which is basically just let me just put this one to normal. Basically just alpha strobe. What does it mean? It means that it's not going to give you a wide strobe like this, but instead it's just going to give you a strobing in opacity of the layers. Okay, if that makes sense. And then all this one is available on the background filters over here. And then on top of this, you have different effects that you can use in your set. So for example, I have this checker patterns over here. If I put the kaleidoscope on, it's going to give me this kind of different patterns. And also the slides over here. Rip wrap is another one. So note that if you use it for the tunnel or something like that, it's gonna look nice, but I think it's just a little bit too busy. Huh? Or we have to reduce the number of Y over here. And then you have tunnel on top of tunnel. That doesn't make sense. Goo over here, you can use it for distorting the pattern as well. Ripples, shift glitch. Okay, shift glitch over here, I use it when the music is getting intense, very intense. It's going to give this kind of glitchy effects on your graphics. And iterate, this one is, when used nicely, you're going to see that it's going to create all this duplications of the graphics, and it's create this kind of trippy graphics. And then you have the circle over here, animated checker, wavy shots, cube checker. Okay, so except for this tunnel, I think other graphic is going to work very well with the iterate over here. Okay, and the strobe checkers over here is just an extra. Use it with iterate, it's going to strobe, and at the same time it's going to create all of this graphic as well. And then you have a layer of feedback. Okay, so this layer of feedback over here is for the top graphic, which is made in After Effects and Blenders, and they are graphic that I have designed exclusively for the sets over here. So just gonna test the feedback over here. So this is the graphics. The video source background graphic over here is normally this videos can be used as a background, and just like any other layers, you have control over how does it look, the look of the clips by the availability of one of the effects over here. And they call background because these patterns can occupy the bigger parts of the compositions. And this one as well is a tunnel made in Blender, but I put it with a web wrap and it's create this kind of trippy tunnel. And then you have kaleidoscope of flowers, and each of this one you can disable it to have different result. And then you have the mandala, which is a multiplication of the same graphics, but is very trippy. Okay. And then you have the checker tunnel, which is basically the same tunnel, but just in black and white. And then a red wrap apply on top of it. And then you have the second layers of graphics. So if you apply this together, this is what you get. Different layers of graphics on top of each other. And of course, this is just the way that I arrange it, so you can easily change the order of this layer to be able to arrange the graphic or composite the graphic as you like. And then on top of this, you have layers of main objects, which is normally at the center of the frame. And if I apply a background, you're going to see that it's going to be very trippy. Okay, so this is basically the asset as well as the clips that you can use for your sets, and it's pretty simple to use, and I think I have explained all the use of it, and the set is there for you to grab. It's only $20, and you get access to this asset for a lifetime, no string attached. So go and get it. Okay.